Hello. Okay, so this will be a quick refresher on how to do letters. And again, remember, we're trying now to make sure that any letter we write goes into general letters, because then that will be attached to the patient's chart and we always have a record of it, and then people know where to look for a letter when they're trying to figure out if one was written. So we've got Dr. Bones. So to do the letters, remember, you come over here to Activities and you scroll down to Create General Letters. Incidentally, I should mention to you that the new version of OP that will be coming out, I believe, will have the letters incorporated into the chart, so you won't have this thing where the letters are a separate entity in a different area. But anyway, okay, so here we are in general letters. So you can see here, if you click on archive letters, these are letters that have been written in the past, and you're able to kind of look at them and see them. Then you've got template letters. I like personally to slide this over a little bit so you can see a little bit more of it. Okay, and the template letters, one thing I want everybody to know is that if they're written in all caps, except maybe that one, these are mostly ones that are going to be used by staff or nurses, that type of thing. And then if you've got the lowercase ones and they start with MDNP, those are the ones that we use. So I'm working to generate more of these, but for now it's what we have, and ours will always be MDNP. Now, if it's a one that you like in specific that's yours, then we just ask you put your initials in front of it. So this is Lori's, it's LMH, and then that way we know that that one's hers. So we'll come down here to, let's do this one. Okay, so we're going to take that and we're going to say use highlighted template. Okay, do you want to copy it? Yes. So you can see it goes ahead and puts that verbiage of that letter right in here for you. Now you're going to make sure your date's correct. It is. And you're going to come down here and you're going to click on, click on this guy, and that automatically fills in the patient's address. Then I like to click on this and put the patient's name in, and then I like to come over here and do this. So 1/6/1958. This guy's a little bit old to still be seeing us. I like to put that there because otherwise the date of birth is not recorded. And then you can see that the since you've chosen the template, it's already filled in. Now there are big spaces here, and that is where you put the patient's name. So I am say Dr. Bones is pediatrician and have cared for him for several years based on my assessment of his development. I believe that Dr., since that's his first name, I know that's weird, would benefit strongly from speech therapy. Okay, so I filled in the necessary details, and then I've got my signature here. And then remember, in this little title box, this is where we are indicating who the letter went to. So I could say here, given letter given to mom, or I could say, letter mail to mom. But whatever you do with the letter, just make sure you note that there. Okay. Now, once you've got your letter done, and if you like it and it all looks good to you, at this point, I assume you would print it. So you come over here and print it. And then the key is you want to archive it. Archive in this case means save. If you don't archive it, it's not saved. So you hit archive letter, it says yes, and you say okay. Now I should also tell you when you want to print it, so let's say you go over here, and you're going to say print. Remember this, okay? There's general letter and there's general letter new. Use general letter new, okay? Because when you use general letter new, as you can see, that has our logo on it, okay? So this is a much nicer letterhead than the other one. I'll show you what the other one looks like. The other one, as you recall, is this really sort of ugly one that looks like somebody could just sort of do on their own in Photoshop. So anyway, so just pick new. So, and then I archive the letter. So if I go over here to archive letters, there's my letter, okay? If you have made a letter and you're like, gosh, I wrote such a good letter, you can make your letter into a template. So that's also an option if you want to do it. But I would recommend that after you do that, you take all the medical information out so it truly is a template. Okay, and that is pretty much all you need to know about how to do letters. All right. Thanks a lot.